We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. And off we go from Santa Clara. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The 49ers come out, and Brock Purdy leads them out. Greg, it's really one of the best stories in NFL history when you think about it. From last pick in the draft to taking the 49ers to the Super Bowl, now to a lucrative contract for the fourth-year man out of Iowa State.
Mr. Irrelevant. Well, I think it's safe to say, Mike, he has been anything but irrelevant since arriving in the NFL, and he is living proof. It doesn't matter if you're drafted first overall, or in his case, with the...
right at the outset, he lost the football. Looks like the Bears got there, and they did. Chicago ball.
That's just got to be a really deflating way to start this game, Mike. I mean, you work on this opening script all week long with the expectation that you're going to start fast, and then you come out early, careless with the ball. They knock it loose and create the early takeaway.
So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the second straight year. The #1 pick in the 2024 draft, it's Caleb Williams.
I don't know if you saw it, Mike, but as the quarterback was taking the field, he took an extra couple seconds.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay, so this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Purdy. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Defense got lucky on that one. There's no one accounting for the running back out of the backfield as they should have, and fortunately for them, he bails him out by not securing the catch.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. He'll let one go downfield for Jennings. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
On 4th down, the Niners send out the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. Devin Duvernay back deep for Chicago. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Thrown quickly, that's more on the RPO. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
A play fake. Now Williams. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He's got the hook up there to Odunze. They get 14 on that hookup. Good for a Bears 1st down.
Yards. And the Bears, first down. A gain of 14. First down, Chicago.
And it's a big play there for his first catch of the game. And not only does he get a nice chunk of yards, but now he puts his offense in plus territory as they try to see if they can end this drive with some points.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Niners' 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Williams. That's complete. It's Odunze. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
8 yards on the pickup. And this is 3rd down.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. They'll put Loveland in motion. On 3rd and a yard, it's Williams. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. The crowd does not agree with that call. Boos ring out. Doesn't matter. I'm not going to change it. It's a first down. Swift is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He's got it. And the Bears will take a 7-0 lead.
Bears 7, 49ers nothing.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here's Sky Moore now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He was brought down by DeMarco Jackson. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 6. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. It'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Brings up 3rd down.
They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll run the sneak. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Gain on the play.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
1st and 10. Purdy. He'll locate his tight end, George Kittle. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
He's got his man, completes a Pearsall. And will move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A pickup there of 25 yards. It's good for a Niners first down.
16-yard line.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Now Purdy. And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Purdy now on 2nd down. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. And the Niners are going to be looking at 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone, because it's 1st and goal.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
So push back to the 11-yard line for 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Short one there, caught by Kittle. And that's going to move him closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes 3rd and goal.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford.
And he's in. Jawan Jennings. Touchdown, 49ers.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Bears offense about ready to get going on their second possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35.
13 yards on the play.
They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Moving to his right. He runs with it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Now it's 2nd and 1. Give up the middle with Swift. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with a conservative run. Gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
No gain on a quarterback sneak? That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close.
On 4th down, the Bears send out their second-year man, Torrey Taylor, to punt. This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 49ers offense getting set to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
A tackle made by Kevin Byard. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 21-yard line.
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Jawan Jennings was the intended target. 3rd down coming up.
I really like this call, Mike. These are rundowns. 2nd and short. All right, what do most teams do? Just extend the drive, pick up a 1st down. This is prime opportunity for play pass, play action, trying to take a shot. Now, it falls incomplete, but you still have 3rd and potentially 4th down, and you only need a couple yards.
And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
And the 49er 1st down. 1st and 10.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Here's Purdy again. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Brady Jarrett gets him for a loss of 4. And that'll set up 3rd down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, we sit up here all the time and we try to break down why certain plays work or don't work. Well, this one's not real tricky. I mean, he just simply needs to catch the ball. I mean, that close to the 1st down chain, if he just catches that ball and turns upfield, they extend this drive. He's got to come over to the sideline, take a deep breath, tell his guys, hey, man, that's on me. And he's got to go out and make that next play because his team's going to need him to play better as the rest of this game continues.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. That's hard. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
And the Bears.
A big-time play for the Bears. And even 50 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 49ers' 5-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Third and goal. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And that is incomplete. Luther Burden, the intended target. Now it's 4th and goal.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the...
Now, Ben Johnson, he's talked it over, decided to throw the red challenge flag. They're looking both at the feet to see if 2 were down, but also whether or not he had full possession of the football when those feet were down.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. On 4th down, it's Cairo Santos on for the Bears field goal. This about as short as you can get. Santos' kick is good. And the Bears will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Open man is Jennings. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Purdy. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. Good work to get the first down, and Greg, maybe good fortune that they're able to keep possession after the fumble.
And I know where his mind is, Mike. He's so focused on getting that first down, which he does a great job getting, but it can't come at the expense of protecting the ball. Now, in this case, he's very fortunate. He loses the ball, but it ends up going out of bounds.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Jaquan Brisker there to bring him down.
He was brought down by Jaquan Brisker. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Caught by Pearsall. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch. And that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game. Don't stress the protection. And while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. Finds an alley to the 35. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with 1st and 10. Kittle is the man in motion. They'll go back to McCaffrey on 1st down. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
The 11-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. It's called a gain of 3. But a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. And he will get into the end zone. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Now Pinheiro to add on the extra point. He's got it, and the 49ers are on top. It's 14-10.
14, Bears 10.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. They're going to run. It's the man from Rutgers, Kyle Monunga. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
3rd and 10. Williams. That's to the rookie out of Missouri, Luther Burden. A gain of 16 on that pass play. 1st down, Chicago.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
The tackle man just shy of midfield. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Swift. Flying through inside the 40. And he's going to be taken down. A gain there of 15. Good for a Bears 1st down.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
And he's going to have have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
On first down, it's Swift. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
Marquis Siegel on the stop. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8 at the 20-yard line.
Another run here, another run by Swift. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
It's a gain of a yard. And this is third down.
Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? Here's Williams. To the outside, a catch made by Moore. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Throwing on second down, Williams. And he's going to be close to the first down. Welcome just a yard short of the line to gain, so that'll bring up third and short yardage.
And this is third down.
They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
No gain on the play. It's fourth down.
They're going for it. Here's Williams. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked. And they turn it over on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he's going to be out of bounds, up past the 20. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
A second down throw here for Purdy. That's into the hands of the fullback. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard
A
line.
gain of 17 yards.
Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the
We're not real
38-yard
accustomed to seeing
line.
these sort of plays out of this guy. He's more of the dirty work, kind of behind-the-scenes role player, but tell you what, he keeps coming through for this offense, and he's going to find himself with a couple more touches.
They run straight ahead with McCaffrey.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Purdy. He'll get it into the hands of Kittle. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's caught by Bourne. 13 yards on that pass play. First down, 49ers.
Another 49er first down. First and 10 at the 43.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
Purdy on first down. That's over the middle to Kittle. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. That's good for 27 and a first down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route. And then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup. Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. That's taken in by Jennings. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's going to have the first down. Just past the marker. It is 1st and goal.
And the 49er first down.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up into this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
McCaffrey. And he's going to go backwards. Taken down at the 6.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he'll get 3 yards here, down to the 2-yard line.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. Once more from the 2, 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. This one caught at the 4. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Here's Purdy. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Brock Purdy, touchdown, 49ers. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening.
You just had a feeling that this might be coming, right? It's kind of been brewing all game, Mike. You see it so often on fourth down. The most difficult play to defend deep in the red zone is quarterback scramble. The defense lets the quarterback get outside the pocket. It puts so much pressure on your paced defenders in the secondary, and they can't latch on, and he takes it on himself.
Pinheiro on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the 49ers are out to a 21-10 lead.
Bears 10.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. This taken at the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Bears offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a first down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. Now Williams. Another one there for Burton. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break. I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Throw it again. It's Williams. Over the middle, he's got Burton. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd down, they need 7. They'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. Going up top. That is brought in. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line. A big-time play for the Bears. 41 yards.
First down.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it. And that's going to bring an end to this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. Second half drawing near. So good to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Now return coming from the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. LeBear's offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Williams. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That's to the big rookie out of Michigan, Colston Loveland.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
The Bears send out their punt team as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. A fair catch signals, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him. And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Third and short. Purdy. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's good for a Niners first down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest for the catch.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Purdy now on second down. Open man is Jennings. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, 49ers.
First and 10 at the
This may look
41-yard
like a
line.
simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
Purdy now on second down. In trouble, and down he goes. Grady Jarrett in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's third down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Shotgun snap to Purdy. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
The 49ers out for the punt.
Formation for San Francisco.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Bears offense ready for this next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. That's going to be taken in by Durham Smythe. They get 18 on that one. First down, Chicago.
First down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Finds room inside the 40. And it's a touchdown-saving tackle as he got this down inside the 5-yard line. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Wow, I mean, he's going to be disappointed he wasn't able to take that all the way, but that's still a heck of a run. In the end, after a good tackle to save the touchdown, they're still going to be set up with first and goal.
So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have first and goal. Manungai will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Williams now going to bring up the Bears, and they will go for 2.
The Bears will line up for the...
They'll try to pick this up with a run. And this time they stop him short of the goal line. Touchdown a moment ago. No 2-point conversion to add on as they come up empty. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. First and 10. Purdy. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he will take this one in. 73 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Now Pinheiro to add on the extra point. He knocks it through. And the 49ers will extend this third quarter lead.
Bears 16.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Duvernay on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. Off play action. Here's Williams. Off he goes.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Rolling right, he'll take off again. And Williams hit the deck there, but after he picked up the first down.
And this is what you like to see if you're the head coach. Not only does your quarterback know exactly where that first down marker is, he's able to pick up the first down, but then get himself on the ground. He avoids the big hit and picks up the first down.
Here's a handoff to Smith. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Williams. They're trying to set up the screen here to Swift. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards.
That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
At the 44-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Williams. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And this is going to wind up 49er football. They have it. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery.
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it, and that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
The Niners offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. From the gun, it's a give to McCaffrey. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second and 7. They run once more with McCaffrey. And he's going to pick it up. Take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. It's good for a Niners first down.
First down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
That's caught by McCaffrey. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 14-yard line.
Here comes 2nd and 4. They'll send a tight end in motion. Here's McCaffrey. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
This back's been having his way all night long, Mike. Just a lot of room to operate. Great job by the offensive line all night long. But in this case, defense does their job. They're able to penetrate, get in the backfield, and take them down for a loss.
This is 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. This one complete to Bourne. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
49er, first down.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day. I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
On 2nd down, Purdy. That's taken in by Jennings. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 8.
Third down, Purdy. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So Pinheiro had the field goal a moment ago. And now he's back out to kick it away. Duvernay on the return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. On the give, it is Monunga. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Patience is a great quality of a running back. You have to wait for holes and gaps to develop. But in this case, Mike, he just kept waiting, and nothing ended up happening. No gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On the bootleg, it's Williams. He'll get this underneath to Swift. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
5 yards on the pickup. And this is third down.
Third down, they need 5. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. The Bears sending out their punt team. Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete.
Purdy's pass complete to Jawan Jennings. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 4. On the handoff, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
A gain of 15 yards.
So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 12 more yards from him there and another 1st down.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stop it.
They'll go back to McCaffrey on 1st down. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll run the toss with McCaffrey. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and 2. Here we go. From the gun, it's Purdy. Open man, right side. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
And at this stage of the game, every 1st down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
A tight end in motion now. This throw, left side, caught by Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds as the 1st down completion nets about 3.
At the 20-yard line.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 6. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Open man there, it is Bourne. And he's going to be out of bounds awfully close to that first down marker, but they're going to mark him just short. So third down coming up. They'll try to sneak it here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
They'll run here with McCaffrey. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Throwing on second down is Purdy. He's got it at the 7. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough. But now a much more advantageous spot.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
They need 2. Here's Purdy. Rolling to the left. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
This is the point in the game, Mike, where on third down, you have to get off the field, and they do a great job. They defend everything in the pass routes, nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, but they don't keep him in the pocket. They let him escape, picks up the first down with his legs. They're going to be able to run more time off the clock.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown San Francisco. That's his second touchdown tonight. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Pinheiro on for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
There's 16.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And even though you're facing a big deficit, I still think this is the right decision. At some point, you do have to start forcing the ball to make something happen, but you can't be reckless. So I think this would have been more on the reckless side, and certainly a good decision, maintain possession of the ball.
On second down, it's Williams. That's complete. Some more on the right side. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. And first down. Able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
And these are the tough yards you judge a back by. Like we used to say to our backs, hey, even if we don't block everyone, you've got to be your own blocker. Like you have to find a way to get 1 yard and keep this drive alive. And I think he's able to pick up that first down by about a yard or 2.
That'll be taken in by Moore. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
DJ Moore. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 50-yard line.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On the give, here's Swift. Room to run at the 35. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Bears first down.
22 yards.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. A quick slant, hooked in by Moore. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down. To throw, it's Williams. They'll go underneath to Komet on the screen. And the Bears are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. It's a gain of 13, and it's first and goal.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's first and goal.
Exiting the good blocking, and he's in. Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Williams now going to bring up the Bears, and they will go for 2.
The Bears will line up.
They're going to try to run it in. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They mark him short. The try for 2, unsuccessful. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
TJ Edwards on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Out of the gun. It's Purdy. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And he's going to take this one all the way. 71 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. What a luxury to have in an offense. A tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
Now, Pinheiro to add on the extra point. His kick is good. And the 49ers are going to extend their lead.
45, Bears 22.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Duvernay on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. Throwing on first down, it's Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
And despite things looking pretty bleak at the moment, I think you got to respect the fact they're out there swinging. They're trying to pull off a double-digit comeback here in the fourth quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Right back to Moore, another grab. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. These two in rhythm. 12 more yards and a first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
It's a gain of 9.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
They will run it over center with Swift. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Third and inches. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he is going to have a Bears first down. At least at first glance. They'll spot the football just beyond the marker. And they convert on 3rd and inches.
At the 34-yard line.
from the shotgun. It's Williams. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
So the receiver does everything right, except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
Throwing on second down, Williams. The Niners have got it. Inside the 40. To the 20. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery. And the great return for the touchdown. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop him with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
Pinheiro on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the 49ers stretch things out even further.
Niners 52, Bears 22.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Duvernay on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bears offense headed back to take over once more. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. To the left side, he's got Komet, and he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at their 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down. Here's Williams. That is incomplete, taking the shot there as we reach the 2-minute warning. 3rd down, 3 to go. To throw is Williams. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. They'll indeed go. It's Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. And he's going to have the 1st down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here.
1st and 10 at the 33.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
The back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
So a win here for the 49ers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.